going to be a 54.
When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense takes the field. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Hutchinson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Commodores headed quickly to the line. Off play action. Here's the pressure. He'll heave it deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They send the tight end in motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense has the ball for the first time. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. There he goes. At the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Alabama! Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fitzgerald. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Commodores want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Bring in the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Yeah, big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism, when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. On the run, it's Lacey. Got the first down, looking for more. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and go.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Power football with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Trying play action. Buys a little time with his feet. Throwing right. Fires into traffic. Picked off. At the 35, he's loose. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on them.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
The sure hands, it's Coleman. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. On the run, it's Price. Oh, what a move. Oh, he's got some space. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. The pitch. Got the first down and more. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Just a little off. Incomplete. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Price. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Gets it out quickly. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second and goal for this offense. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bama! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll try to pop the draw. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Commodores are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Throws to the wideout. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. Catch in the middle, it's Hutchinson. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They get to the line quickly. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball a different wide.
Breaks into the open. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. The Tide will get the first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Ready to fire from the pistol. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Russell. Grab near the sticks, it's Adams. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Hands it off. Breaks the tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more
There he goes. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Looking to the end zone. Trying to barrel in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
Okay.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal.
Just like the shirt.
They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Got his man on the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama! And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Yeah. But we want to see it, and you get what you want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll give it to the back. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Looking for room. It's Lacey. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown Tide! A great catch and run for 6. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Gets it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the middle. Got his man on the right. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Caught over the middle, it's Meadows. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result...
Going over the top, and it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got it in the middle, it's Horton. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. A little screen to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Snagged in the middle, it's Meadows. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Second down coming up. Now the play fake. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Picks up the first down. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42. And the Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. On first down, here comes this offense. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. He got it. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Russell. Gets it out fast. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to scramble. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game.